The final step in creating a productive meeting is that you have to be able to audit the process. In other words, after everything's been in motion, we've launched, everything is now happening. Salespeople are now out there proposing three different options. So, what you need to do, you as a leader with your champion, you need to get together and maybe, with some of your salespeople and begin to audit the process. Let's walk through some of the process that we want to be able to do or change. Maybe we want to be able to meet every 2 weeks. Now, I think you should do this for 3 months. We want to be able to create a habit. We want to be able to make sure that people are following the rules, doing what they're supposed to do, to be able to follow the process and procedures. Meet every 2 weeks. You, the leader, with the champion and the team, right? The sales team. Maybe you want to be able to do some ride-alongs with your salespeople, or maybe visit with them with one of their meetings. In other words, when they go in a meeting, why don't you join them and see how they're actually proposing the three different options? Or maybe you just want to be able to ride along if they're going to go to a residential home, to a nursing home, or any other person that they're marketing towards to. What we want to be able to do is to be able to audit the fact that they're actually using the three options. They're actually just offering all three options rather than using what they used to do with just one options. We also want to be able to survey the salespeople. Ask them, you're offering one options, now we're offering three options. How is that working for you? What are you seeing? What are the customers telling you? What's the feedback? Be able to get all this information. These are good information. Also, maybe every 2 weeks we want to be able to review the average order size. That's pretty much what we call a KPI, right? A key performance indicator. Maybe we want to start seeing that the average oversize should start going up. Again, this is something to be important to be aware of. What are your KPIs? I want you to start thinking about that right now. If you're going to solve a problem, you're going to have them do some high-level activities like what we're doing in this example to be able to increase the average order size. We now implemented the policies. What are you taking? What are your KPIs? How can you measure success in this case? One of the ways I can measure my success is we will look at the average order size. But I will also add it to make sure that my salespeople are actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. So take a moment right now and list out what are your key performance indicators. What would be the things that you would look for to make sure that this is successful? In other words, what are your measurement points? What are you going to measure? Because again, you can't really focus on fixing a problem unless you actually measure. By measuring, we can actually fix things. So I would look at the average order size. I would review that. If it goes up, that's great news. If it's going down, that's not so great. And maybe we want to be able to go back into the process all over again. So again, think about that for a moment. What are your KPIs for your business? Take a moment to do that, and we're going to come back with some final thoughts.